Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Drinks with Deg with your host, the one and only, the miraculous Deg. I thought miraculous was gonna sound a lot cooler, but it didn't. So, wow, guys, what a week, I took my stress out yesterday. If you guys aren't aware, I do work in a healthcare facility, and it's been pretty wild, especially with all this coronavirus. And yes, I've been saying it like Cardi B. It repeats in my head 30 times an hour at least. And everyone's annoyed with me, so it's cool. I'm just doing my job, Yeah, shit's been wild. We're gonna touch on that in a little bit. But first of all, I just want to send out to the thank yous, a shout out to all my peoples, all my friends, all my family, co-workers who are my family, friends who are also family. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to exclude you guys. Thank you guys so much again for listening. This is pretty much, I'm actually probably going to do 2 podcasts. One today, which is a Saturday, which is different. I usually do it on a Friday, but my little brother's back in town. So we barbecued last night, got drunk. It was a good time. I wasn't going to do my podcast yesterday. But I kind of want to do 2 this week. I think it'll be great, actually. People have been like, oh man, you shouldn't stress yourself out. No, guys, this is something that I love to do. And it's something that has kept me sane, regardless of what was going on. This is my baby. This is something that I love and I put so much effort into. I don't think I've ever cared about something so much, and that goes for all my previous relationships. But yeah, so thank you guys so much again for listening. You guys are kick-ass. You guys are keeping me busy. So much so, it's unbelievable. You guys, the support's been great. So let's go to the Pick Your Poison. This Pick Your Poison was brought to you by my baby brother, Frank. He picked my poison this week, actually last night, and I'm kind of mad. Haha, Frank, you hear me? I'm mad. Because of the fact that I've mentioned this previous times on the podcast that I am not a big liquor drinker in any way, shape, or form. I don't know how to socially drink, and that's just in general. I'm like, we're gonna fucking party, we're gonna rage till dawn. That's me every time I drink. I can't be that person who has a couple of beers and totally okay with, no, that's just not me. I'm gonna get drunk, point blank. Anyway, back to my little anecdote here. My baby brother is the best. He had gotten the Peach Crown Royal, and bitch, let me fucking tell you, usually people have their drinks, it's their go-to, and some of it's really fruity and it's dangerous. This one is dangerous. At first I thought it was just a bunch of people on Facebook were like, hey, turn up, this is the new Henny. I get it, but at first I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'm not a big fan of peach. It's just not my go-to thing. But this thing just changed my life. It literally is a game changer. That's what Julia likes to say. And it's a game changer because of the simple fact that I drank it yesterday. And I just my brother's like, here, just get some ice, pour the shit in there, and enjoy it. And I was like, that's dumb. What are you talking about? I'll have me a whiskey neat. I can knock that back, have a couple of beers right after, and I'm good. No, dude. The Crown Royal just blew my fucking mind hole. And they're like, nah. Have a seat, girl, because you are going to love this shit. And dude, it tastes just like fucking peach tea, which was it blew my mind hole. So I'm sitting there and I'm not sipping it. I'm literally drinking this because it was so fucking good. And alongside that was my beer. And I was just so drunk last night. That shit is dangerous, but I want to drink it again. So I don't know. But yeah, so I went to Total Wine, of course. It was kind of packed in there. People getting the essentials for, this quarantine or whatever. And Total Wine is my little safe place. I can't go to my favorite comic book store right now, but so this is a close second. So Total Wine, They didn't have my fucking pineapple beer again. That UFO pineapple, I'm on the hunt for it. And everybody's like, oh, well, why don't you try Specs? Yes, bitch. I've gone to Specs, but they are literally asking $2 more per 6-pack. Like, and I get it for like $7 for a 6-pack. I'm like, that's pretty good. And the alcohol content is pretty good too. So I don't know. I'm just a cheap ass, y'all. Like, I search for the best deals. I'll buy something if I have like fully invested it, or if I had somebody do some fucking research for me, and that's when I'll get it. If I know it's a sure thing, I read the reviews, and there's sometimes where I'm just flat out lazy, and if it's good, and there's like very few people that I know that I could trust their word when they firmly believe in a product. And whether it's like a new skincare routine, or it's shoes, or it's a fucking nail lady, or like where you go get your eyebrows done, like, you know, just shit like that. Like, I take it from those experts that have gone and done it. And sometimes I'll be the guinea pig. Fuck it. And I'll take my chances. So I did take my chances. And I came out with 2 6-packs of Lone Star. Hello, of course. The usual. My favorite poison. And I also walked out of there with Seagram's Apple. So if you guys aren't aware, there are other whiskeys to indulge in. And I love me some Jack Daniels and Dr. Pepper. That's one of my favorite things to drink. Also, Seagram's is a whiskey. I've known Seagram's growing up along with Jack. It's actually my dad's favorite whiskey. And I saw that they had Seagram's Apple. So I have that right now chilling in the ice chest. So I'm going to definitely have me some of that tonight. I'm not drinking it right now because I've got my beer here, and I kind of wanted to finish this before I go on to something else. So I will definitely give you guys a verdict on that. Alright guys, so it's story time. We're going to go into my week, and I did touch a little bit on this not that long ago, like a couple of minutes ago, about the coronavirus. And I had to get cleared from work. I had to get cleared to go to work, actually. They sent me home because I had a cough. And the cough was, I went to my doctor, and she just looked at all my symptoms, and she's like, no fever. She's like, you have the butt end of bronchitis. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I hate coughing, by the way. So they gave me promethazine, so I feel like an H-Town rapper. They gave me a fucking inhaler, so now I'm looking more like a nerd all the time with a fucking inhaler. And some other fucking medication to help with the cough. And so I had to get clearance to go back to work. And let me tell you, the days that I was off of work, I was only gone for like technically 2 days. It was hell. I hate not working. I love to be busy. I hate being home because that means more shit that I add to the cart on Amazon. Shout out to Amazon Prime. You guys can actually still kind of hear it in my voice, actually. So yeah, this whole thing has been pretty wild, and you guys are literally keeping my spirits up so much. I need a shout out to the parents who are home with their kids right now. Shout out to you guys. You guys have my undying support, and I'm praying for y'all because y'all's kids are bad. Not all of y'all's. Some of y'all's kids, they're beautiful and I want them. My teacher friends, thank you guys for being the badasses during this whole situation. I know this wasn't y'all's idea of your curriculum and things like that, but y'all, hey man, y'all do the most. Y'all literally do the most. Y'all are always holding it down for everybody. So shout out to you guys, especially my favorite professor. Shelby, you are such a badass. You are doing your fucking presentations from home. I love you. I'm with you. Me and her, we hate being still. Can't deal with it. All my healthcare people, all my people working in hospitals, in doctors' offices, and any shape or form of healthcare that you work in, whether you're a home provider or if you work at a nursing home or whatever variation of that, my hat is being tipped for you, because you guys have just kicked so much ass. Y'all are still going in every fucking day working. I'm thanking all the gods, the goddesses, the universe, whatever, that I have a job to go to still on Monday. And that's it's saying a lot, because I know a lot of you guys are suffering from not being able to collect a paycheck. Hopefully all this shit pans out soon. This is your safe haven, guys. Like, you guys, I want this podcast to be something that takes your mind off of things. And I know I'm not kind of helping by talking about the situation, but I also want to just thank you guys. The grocery store workers, you guys are amazing. People at the gas station, shout out to brother Joey. Fast food people, you guys are always gonna have a place in my heart. Taco Bell workers, y'all know me already. All the people at my Taco Bell, they know me already. You guys ever have your drink go down the wrong pipe? Oh, it's the worst, especially if it's like beer or alcohol. It's a whole different level than getting like choked by your drink or your water, your soda, what have you. It's a different kind of betrayal. You're like, I didn't want to go out like this. So I also made my dad stay home with all this shit going on. He had a pretty bad bronchitis cough. He still kind of has it now. Thankfully no fever. I made him stay home from work. He works for Walmart. Walmart is a multi-billion-dollar company. They can live without him for a week or so. I can't live without him a week or so. That was pretty much where I drew that line. I can't even imagine a life without this man. He is my everything. He's my best friend. You guys know how much I love my dad. He's the best. And if you guys ever want to borrow him, come hang out. He's the best. I wanted to kind of do this show as a free-for-all as well. I posted earlier, friends and family, what's kept you guys sane during this whole quarantine shit. And I wanted to do my podcast, and just whatever you guys gave me was great. Shelby, my sister, she said makeup, YouTube, and Pop-Tarts. That's one of the best combinations that I could ever imagine. You guys are just rock stars about this shit. Julia, my editor, my one and only, my right-hand lady, she said YouTube, painting. If you guys get a chance, side note, sidebar, check out hashtag Julia Bites Art. She is incredible at what she does. I can't wait for all this to be over so we could go to some more of her art shows. They're so much fun, so good. And she said that the fact that she can have Voodoo Queen banana daiquiris in her bed, it's the little things. And it really is. She loves Voodoo Queen, guys. She can live there pretty much. That's her little go-to place, and I love it. Gabby, she said she wanted to sleep, that she's been sleeping this whole time, and I was like, word. That's probably the best way to go about it. If I was off that, I would be doing that. My cousin Elisa, she said that she's been doing a Sons of Anarchy marathon and sleeping. She also works for healthcare, guys, so this was actually her first full day at home since she still has to work. So I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I feel that on a whole different level. And it's just, the best memes have come out of this, guys. Like, it's a terrible time. It really is. But damn, y'all been coming up with them fire-ass memes, and I can't get enough. You guys just be safe out there. That's all I ask. You guys make my day. You guys make my job so much better. You guys make this podcast so much better. Besides the quarantine, what have you guys been watching on Netflix? I mentioned this before previously in podcasts, but I have not been the best Netflixer and chiller. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I just started watching Ozark, and fuck, guys, that show is so great. I'm pretty sure I've had people tell me already that it's a great show, and I don't hold it against you or anything. All right, guys, let's open up another beer. Let's chat away. You guys are holding out on me with the Netflix shows, man. I've seen you guys watching On My Block, which is something that I totally want to get into, because damn, there's some fine ass dudes on there. But Ozark has been so good. Oh man, me and my dad are like hella watching it, but I told him not to watch it without me, or I'm gonna be really mad. What else? Oh, and I'm watching Gilmore Girls. Yeah, punch me, go ahead, hang me, burn me at the stake. I'm a witch anyway, so whatever. But no, I love Gilmore Girls. It's so good. So good. But yeah, if there's some other shows that you guys are holding out on me with Netflix, please let me know. I thought it was pretty badass that like AMC and all the big old movies like Cinemark and stuff like that are now offering streaming service. Shit, guys, this is like, it's amazing. This is so cool that everybody's able to pull together during this time and make sure that everyone's safe, but they still have access to certain things. So, you guys are fucking badasses. Oh, so other than Netflix suggestions, I need some top 5 movies here, guys. You guys are slacking on me. There's movies that I could watch for days. They just put Goodfellas on fucking Netflix, and I'm like, yes, I love me some Goodfellas. I do. Along with the Godfathers, things like that. If there are trilogy movies, oh man, not trilogy movies, but just like series movies like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or anything like that, let me hear what you guys have to say about it. I'm personally a Harry Potter fan. Oh, House Slytherin, what house are y'all? Tell me. And if you say Swisher House, I'm gonna punch you. Not really. I think that's pretty dope. But anyway, if there are any games that you guys are currently playing, like on PlayStation, Xbox, you know, whatever, or on your phone, I would love to know about those as well. I just want this to be a safe haven for you guys as well. I don't mean to get all sentimental or whatever. I am a sentimental piece of shit. That's beyond the point. I want you guys to like always reach out to me regardless of what it is. I am down to listen for whatever. If you want to call me, text me, Facebook, you know, you guys could do it through the app, through Drinks with Deck on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. There is also something that I want to announce, guys. I cried in my car very ugly once I got the news, and it was the best ugly cry of my life, I think. Your girl is now on Spotify, Google Podcast, and some other platforms that I don't remember at the moment. But as soon as Anchor had sent me the message that I had been approved, I got in my car and I fucking cried. I work a lot, and I love this that I do. Some people call it my side gig, some people call it my hobby. Whatever it is, I don't care. This is my baby, like I said earlier. At the end of the day, it is my baby. You guys listening means the world to me. I didn't think you guys would keep going with me on this little journey of mine, but thank you again for all that. But yeah, I ugly cried in my car. I was like, holy shit, yeah, bitch did it. Like, holy crap. Being on Spotify, a lot of people are like, okay, big deal. Like, no, it's a big fucking deal to me. Because to be like, oh yeah, you can listen to me on Spotify. Like, holy shit, there's people that are really famous that are on Spotify. So that's kind of cool. It's my little 15 minutes, guys. Let me, like, fucking bathe in it, simmer in it for a while. But yeah, you guys can also check me out on Spotify, which is fucking wicked. I haven't heard anything from Apple Podcasts, which I don't even care. Like, the biggest name is Spotify. That's amazing. I'm excited. Everything, of course, will still be on YouTube for all my friends who just don't care. Like, whatever, bitch. Like, we're still gonna listen, but we're gonna listen to it on YouTube because it's free. And that's cool. God, I hate YouTube's ads, guys. God, they suck so hard. I should probably put a segment on here that says shit that sucks. And you guys could just tell me about shit that sucks and we'll talk about it. We'll take drinks to it. We'll chug to it. Whatever. I just think that would be kind of cool. You know what kind of shit sucks? When you get into your car and you're driving and then it's raining, and I hate driving in the rain, by the way. I try not to have a full blown freak out, but if it's storming out there, it gives me like hella PTSD from Harvey. Like, I don't know, I think everybody just sick of rain in Houston, period. Anytime it comes, we're like, fuck this. So anyway, so you're driving in the fucking rain, and then your fucking light comes on saying that you have a low tire. Bitch, you couldn't tell me this when it was sunny as fuck outside? Like, you gotta wait till it's raining? Am I having a slow leak? Like, you tell me. Fuck. That shit's annoying. But yeah, that shit sucks. Oh, what other... A lot of things suck. This coronavirus, it sucks. Having to be quarantined with people sucks. I can imagine, guys. I don't know how you guys haven't gotten fucking cabin fever yet. And it's not telling you guys that you have to be indoors or anything like that, but just this is also a lesson. Like, don't fucking take going out and shit like that for granted, because shit like this happens and now you're not able to do anything, and now you're like, I shouldn't have done that. Fuck it, I'm going to all the shows that I can, all the concerts I can after all this shit's over, honestly. So like I mentioned earlier, top 5 movies, I would love to hear them. If there are some albums that you guys are just like, ooh man, this stuff hits real good, I'm down. I just got into DaBaby, and I was missing out, y'all. Like, my cousin, shout out Venna, because I knew who DaBaby was, but I never like really listened to his stuff, and I'm all over the place with my music, guys. If you guys ever see a multicolored tie-dye t-shirt, that's all my music all together. And I'm pretty sure I posted memes about my music taste or whatever. But no, DaBaby, let me tell you, he is great. I love to listen to him. There's some other bands that I can't really think of at the top of my head that I've been listening to, but if you guys have any albums, anything past, present, that you guys just can't live without, or just something that's wild that you guys have never heard before, and you didn't expect it to like it, let me know, man. I want to give this shit a try. I want to I want to experiment with you guys. You guys are so good at suggestions and things like that, so I would love some feedback. And of course, the Pick Your Poison deal, oh god, a couple of weeks ago, my cuñado, he made me these fucking drinks, and they were so delicious, but I blacked out, y'all. I blacked out. I had 3 of those drinks, and I had only 2 or 3 beers after that, and I blacked out, because I didn't even finish the rest of my beer. And usually I'm pretty solid on just drinking beer like the rest of the night into the fucking morning and shit like that, but no, dude, I just like knocked the fuck out. I was being crazy. I think on another show, I think I should do conspiracy theories. What do you guys think about that? I've read some pretty wild stuff, not pertaining to this, but just in general, like, you know, the Illuminati, you know, subliminal messaging is still a thing now, and just like some crazy ass shit. I know I've been on Reddit before, and I've read some like crazy ass conspiracy theories, like with the deep web and like all that other bullshit. I would love to see some more, to hear some more of y'all's conspiracy theories. This episode actually was going to be my first episode where I was going to have a guest on here. I don't know who the guest was going to be, but I was trying to do that whole reaching thing, but I think I might have to do, after all this is over, I definitely want to have somebody on my show, just so that way I could get into that, because I think that's my next big step with the show in general. Oh yeah, and it's going to be real good, because I love to talk. I'm a fucking talker. I'm talking y'all's ear off right now, and y'all are probably over it. So for my audience, do I have any Trekkies out there, or anybody who is like on a huge fandom right now, like Star Wars or anything like that? And of course, I've actually met people who don't like Star Wars, and I nearly shit my pants. My ex, and I should have known, right? Like right then and there. It was so funny. Let me tell you guys this quick story. I was at a comic book store with my brother years ago when me and my ex were together, and I shit you not, this girl, I was looking in the comic book store, which is my little piece of heaven, Bedrock Comics, right there on Bay Area and Highway 3. You guys are the fucking tits. I love you guys so much. Guys, they make every Christmas possible, let me tell you. I give them so much of my paycheck during Christmas time, because they just have everything that all my people like and shit like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop fucking being a groupie for them. Anyway, I was at Bedrock Comics, and this girl, I was like, yeah, I was talking to my brother about something. I was like, oh yeah, well, so and so, my ex, he doesn't like Star Wars. And this girl turned around and she looked at me and she's like, do you know what you're in for? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, people who don't like Star Wars suck. And I'm telling you because my ex didn't like Star Wars, so it's just a proven fact. And I was like, okay, like that's hilarious. And she goes, no, being with somebody who doesn't like Star Wars sucks. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to grab my other comic books and my little things and I'm going to go check out real quick. But no, she wasn't wrong. She was absolutely right. Damn, if there were some old shows that fucking Netflix could bring back, that would be amazing. Like, I would love to watch, like, The Nanny or Three's Company. Oh, man, I love me some. Guys, I grew up ass backwards with TV shows. My mom still works nights, but this one job that she had back in the day, she was coming home like at like 5 or 6 in the morning or whatever, and I'd be up because I wanted to hang out with my mom and stuff like that. So me and her would watch I Love Lucy, and it still is her jam, man. Anytime I Love Lucy's on, we're watching it. And we watched a lot of TV Land because there was a lot of like old shows and things like that. Charles in Charge I used to watch in the morning, and just other shows from like the 80s that I just love. And also like I mentioned before, Three's Company, I love that. Who's the Boss? Oh man, I loved Who's the Boss so hard. I also love Whose Line Is It Anyway? And I'm not talking about the British bullshit. It's very un-American of me to like the British. But no, I love when Fat Drew Carey. I miss Fat Drew. When he was on there with like Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, Wayne Brady, and whoever was the fourth person, they were so interchangeable. Like, I remember Kathy Griffin was on there. Shout out to my girl. There were a handful of people that were always just like interchanged on there, and I don't remember their names other than like Kathy Griffin. I would die to see that on Netflix. And dude, I would be watching that and just laughing my ass off. They did revamp it. I know they did. Alicia, oh god, the chick from Archer. That's what I remember her. The chick from Archer. She's on there. She's the host now, and that's badass. It's liberating, blah blah blah, whatever. I miss that old team. Fucking Drew, Ryan, Colin, and Wayne. Like, oh man, they would do scenes from a hat. I could go on, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull a Boy Meets World and just go on. Oh gosh, but like anyway, back to my whole me growing up ass backwards. But yes, I would watch all those shows like growing up, and people would look at me like, you're 8 and you know about Three's Company, and I'm like, I watched a lot of TV Land here. Laverne and Shirley. I wasn't a big All in the Family fan, and my dad like kind of hates me for it. I'm sorry, I think Archie Bunker was a racist asshole, so may he rest in peace and everything, but I just didn't really find that show all that great. Oh guys, you guys remember when your cable would get cut off and you'd watch all those PBS shows? Like Zaboomafoo was, oh man, that was like my fave. Sagwa, the Siamese cat, that was the tits. Dragon Tales, love me some Dragon Tales. Clifford the Big Red Dog, Zoom, and then your whole day of you being sick was gone. Oh man, just those non-cable days are like the best. Also, we've pretty much, if you guys have some like old school shows that I'm totally not mentioning, please let me know, and I can just chime in on that for a little bit. Apps. And I just like jumped right into it. Apps. Are there any apps that you guys are like currently obsessing over? Either if it's one of those ones that fixes all your imperfections, so that way you could post that fire ass gram picture. There's an infinity of them. Guys, I'm 28. I just downloaded TikTok. I feel old, by the way. I just downloaded TikTok. It is the best investment I ever made, because so I downloaded it, and I've had it there for like maybe a couple of days before I actually got to sit down, and I was laying down, ready for bed. And I was like, I'll watch a couple of videos, and then I'll eventually tire myself out, right? Wrong. Because because of the simple fact that these videos are so addicting. They have all kinds of stuff to like meals, to like funny shit, to dance. Apparently TikTok dancing is a big thing. I kind of want to do one, honestly. You think that would be cool? I don't know. You can see my fat ass do fucking Doja Cat Say So or something. So I did not realize that TikTok would just take up a huge part of my life at this point. I figured, hey, I'm going to have a lot of downtime because of obvious reasons, coronavirus. So I went ahead and I just, I jumped into it. So I was like, okay, watching a couple videos, going to bed, whatever. No, did not happen. I was up. I was in bed by 10:30. I was in bed. I was laying down. I already turned off the TV. All the lights were off. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be on my phone. And sometimes I lose track of time, whether I'm on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or Snapchat, or any of those. I just automatically lose track of time, and it's usually like an hour. So I'm like, okay, I'll be asleep by 11. Bitch, let me fucking tell you that that's not the case with TikTok. TikTok is literally what it means. It takes all the time in the world for it, because TikTok. Oh, you laid down at 10 o'clock? It is now 1:30 in the morning. So, a couple of days went by, my brother's home, and I was telling him and my sister-in-law, because they're like, no, dude, you need to get... mind you, I've had numerous people tell me that I need to download TikTok, and my cousin, Venna, she's a huge advocate for TikTok. I think she needs to get paid for it at this point. So, I downloaded it. I was like, okay. I downloaded it, whatever. And I told my brother, I was like, look, I'm mad at you and Gina, my sister-in-law, and he's like, why? And I was like, I downloaded TikTok, and they're like, okay, so you're mad at us for that? And I'm like, no, I'm mad at the fact that I stayed up to 1:30 in the fucking morning. And he's just like laughing, and I was like, this is a problem. People become addicted to this. Like, fuck the blue light, damn it. Because at this point, you're staying up so late. And then I was like, oh, I've stayed up too late to the point where I'm like, I think I could learn this dance. And nobody, I'm so mad, because I would have downloaded this a lot sooner if somebody would have told me how hot the guys that make these TikToks are. Whew. There's so many beard gangs. There's so many, like, beautiful men of all shapes and sizes on TikTok, and I'm just like, whew, somebody just snap me out of this. It's a dream. Whatever. They're beautiful men out there. Thank you to you TikTok dudes. And there's some beautiful women on there. Oh my god, I'm like, I didn't think that I felt so insecure before in my life. After watching these girls like fucking own it on their TikToks with their dances, and I'm just like, I kind of hate you and your God-given green eyes. But those girls are fire on there. The dudes, oh man, y'all just, yeah, let me tell you. But yeah, dude, TikTok, I love it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I do. But yeah, so kudos to everyone who suggested it. But also, I hate you because of it. Alright, guys. Do you guys collect anything? And I don't mean, well, yeah, I kind of mean like stamps. Like, if there are people who still collect stamps, I want to talk to you. I have questions here. People I've noticed they collect a lot of the Pop Funko figurines, and I think it's pretty dope. There's some badass ones that I've seen and I really want to buy. They're kind of my go-to gifts, like for birthdays and for Christmas and things like that. I definitely go for that. And also art, like art that makes me think of people, I buy that because I'm just a sentimental piece of shit. But also t-shirts. I love a good t-shirt. I think that after all this madness is over, I want to interview some of my small business owner friends to talk about this time, to also talk about what it did for your business, whether it was good or bad. I want to hear about it. And so also I can help you guys like boost that little, I want to get you guys some fame. I want y'all's products and things of that nature. So, all my small business friends, y'all reach out to me. Y'all let me know. Shit. Also, quarantine snacks. Quarantine snacks. What are you guys snacking on? I bought me some cosmic brownies, some donuts, chips. I totally gave up so much stuff for Lent, and since everything's canceled, I figured Lent's canceled. So here I am, eating past 7 o'clock, eating fast food, drinking Dr. Pepper like nobody's business, and eating all the junk food that I can right now. I lost about maybe 10 pounds since the beginning of Lent, and I'm pretty sure I just packed it all back between Thursday and today. Thursday to Saturday, I packed on back the 10 pounds, I'm pretty sure. Especially with this beer that I'm consuming. But yeah, guys, you guys just be safe out there. Wash your hands, please. I know you guys are tired of fucking hearing it, but wash your fucking hands. Jesus. Do the elbow thing where you high five, but you use your elbow. That's pretty cool. All that shit. So, I'm hanging out here with my nephew. I think I want to have him on my show at one point. What do you guys think? He's pretty cool. He's 4. He's like my favorite human next to my dad. There's no ends, ifs, or buts about that. But yeah, this next show that I want to do, I want to get you guys a little bit prepared. I want to do a little preemptive thing here. And I think at the end of my shows now, I'm going to let you guys know about the following week's episode or the following episode. I don't know, whatever. But comic books. I am a huge comic book person. Like I mentioned like a couple of times this podcast, that I love going to comic book stores. I like to read comic books. I love to watch the movie of comic books. I love Marvel. Fuck DC, except for Batman and Joker. These are my personal opinions. Change my mind, yo. But I want to talk about comic books. And if there are any ones that I think that you guys feel like I need to watch, I'm more than happy to. I have Disney Plus. I'm able to watch all that stuff because Marvel's on there. If there's certain like torrents and things like that you guys want to mention to me so I can watch these things, I'm down. I actually heard from my best friend in Dallas, shout out G Gorilla, I miss you, that there was this Spider-Man musical. Spider-Man musical, I shit you not. I haven't watched it yet because I can't stop laughing at the fact that I know that this was a play. I'm sure it was off Broadway. Very off Broadway. Probably Southmore Street. This was hella off Broadway, guys. And I heard it was terrible. And I wouldn't expect anything less, but I love terrible things. I love to watch terrible things. B-rated horror movies are my absolute favorite. Shout out to me and Julia, circa 2010. That's what we spent our Friday nights doing. Our Friday nights would consist of Chinese food and bad horror movies, and it was the best times of my life, let me tell you. But yeah, if you guys Marvel, DC, I'm gonna put up the poll this coming week. You guys want to talk to me about certain comic books that you guys have read that aren't necessarily Marvel or DC, I love it. If you guys had any graphic novels that you guys absolutely love and I need to know about, graphic novels honestly are my favorite. I love it. Watchmen, bitch, let me tell you. I love Watchmen. I love anything of that caliber. I know Umbrella Academy. Shout out Gerard Wade, MCR. I gotta work him into every podcast apparently at this point. He created Umbrella Academy and we're so grateful for it. And it was so great to see it come to life. I love it. If there were terrible comic book movies that you guys think, aka every single DC one, y'all let me know. I will take it amongst myself to go ahead and pull teeth with this whole subject. So you guys hit me up, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anything like that. I'm going to be posting more and more about this because I feel very, very passionate about it. I love comic books. Comic books make up a good, I want to say a good 36% of my life. So I would love to hear about it. So guys, basically that's what the next episode's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and end this on a good note. If you guys want to call, text, or whatever y'all let me know. Social media, Drinks with Dag, everything, hashtag at whatever, Drinks with Dag. I don't need to spell it out. Y'all already know. You guys hit me up on there regarding comic book stuff. I want to talk about it. And I'm going to be I want to post more frequently, actually, at this point. I feel like it's very essential for you guys to kind of take your mind off of things. And for me to take my mind off of things at this point. You guys be safe. Wash your hands. Wash your buttholes. Whatever. Peace. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned.